Hello everyone, my name is Milagros. I am the creator of Binah Tarot. These are the tarot scopes for the month of November in regards of love for each one of the 12 zodiac signs. Because this is a general reading, you can always check your ascendant, your moon sign and Venus. Let's begin. Pisces, this is your November reading in regards of love. So we have the Eight of Swords in the middle. Before continuing with the reading, prepare. This is not a very easy reading to deliver because it has some strong message. The cards that I pulled are challenging cards. I don't believe there is a bad card. I think that every card has a good and a bad side, and it depends on how you take it in your advantage. So I think that you should take this this message with the best possible attitude, because it is going to be for your personal growth. It will help you overcome cycles that you might be going through. We are experiencing right now this full moon is happening in Pisces. So we have the moon card on top on particularly a full moon day, almost full moon day as today. I think that this full moon in Pisces is heavily having an impact on you. Not from today. You might have been feeling that impact for some days now. It's coming out on the tarot too. So this is kind of a confirmation for me. We have the Eight of Swords in the middle, and the Eight of Swords has to do with a situation in which we sometimes put ourselves emotionally into. We get emotionally invested into some situation. It's not an emotional card normally, but we are talking about the love reading. So here you might feel that you have put yourself, or you have been put in a situation in which you are having a hard time to escape from, to live from. It is like an own personal prison, psychologically speaking, because we have the moon on top. So I think that there is a situation, there might be, although even if you are in a partnership or you are single, there is something, whatever resonates with you in this moment, that you are trying to escape from, run away from, live from, but it has become, at some points, a comfortable prison, something known, something that seems almost familiar with you, but you know that it's not good and that it can be harming you potentially. It's being crossed by the Tower. So you found out something. Something has happened. You can see here the picture. There is two people being expelled from an exploding castle. And exploding tower, actually. Sorry about that. And what we can see here is that, and how this can be challenging, because you might be pushed right now to leave from that situation. There is no more. We have a 9 right before, and the progression should be a 10. There is no other step. It cannot go more or further than it has gone. There is a decision that you have to take during this month. And I personally advise you, and the tarot advises you, to let it explode. Let it be whatever it has to be. Let it, maybe you're afraid to get hurt, maybe you're trying to take care of your emotions, to detach in some way, to ignore it. Don't ignore it anymore. It's not something you can ignore anymore. You have to address it during this month. With the Seven of Swords on the bottom, this card is a tricky card when it comes to relationships, because it sometimes can speak about infidelity. Whether it has been from your side, from a different side, whether it is something that you have kept hidden from the other person, if you're probably seeing somebody else, and it has exploded. It has come to a point in which you no longer want to deal with it and you want to move on, move away from it. It can also have to do with you trying to dismiss, to not think too much, not give too much importance to these feelings, and kind of sneak around it. Like I was saying before, and we have a progression to the 7, so it's a negative progression, 9, 8, 7. We see here that you might have tried to escape or to just think like, okay, it's not so important. Yeah, I'm seeing probably somebody casually or not, but I don't want to pay too much attention to it because it's what it is. It's not so important. Apparently, it is more important than you think. You have been trying to protect yourself in the past from what seemed like a potential catastrophe or people that you didn't trust or a person that you didn't trust. And you don't trust this person. This person might not be quite reliable. This card is a warning. It's appearing under what you know, under what is, and under the moon as well. So it might be careful that this person is not kind of telling you stories or lies, or just be careful with it, because this card warns about that. It also warns you to be careful with the things that you're withholding or hiding, because with the Tower in here, they might potentially be revealed. Doesn't mean that necessarily, because you still have the protection from the darkness, let's say, of the moon. But I think that during this month you are going to address the situation, whatever it is. Maybe you are just trying to escape from a relationship, from a situation, from the pain, from maybe you're going maybe through a breakup or a divorce and you just don't want to bother with it and you are trying to just let it slip. Well, during this month you will have to face it. As for now, we have logically a card such as the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords has to do as well with detachment. Trying to think like, I don't want to see, I don't want to involve, I don't want to take part on this, trying to take a distance. It's not bad to take a distance. It's not bad to think with a cold head, trying not to get overly emotionally involved into something. We have the moon there on the back as well. Maybe just trying to not think of it too much. And I think it's not a bad approach, but just have in mind that you cannot always ignore the situation and let it go. It is something that you have to speak about. If you feel that your partner is not being honest with you, then you cannot just pretend it's not happening anymore. You cannot prefer not to know what is going on. You will talk, and I see you talking about this. I think that you're going to get a little bit angry, a little bit like something will boost you to speak about it, to talk about it. What I see on the surroundings position is the Six of Cups, so it might have to do with somebody from your past or somebody that makes you feel young and in love. This is a card that came for Aquarius too. It's somebody that, as I was telling, you feel like it's a young romance. You feel renewed by this relationship, by this bond that you have with this person. So that's why maybe you have kept it going for longer than it should. It might be that this whole situation is happening with a childhood sweetheart, or that you have something established and you are a bit afraid to let this go or to let this explode, to let this situation come up to the light. As for the unexpected, I have the Two of Pentacles. So I think that you will have to put yourself in a position in which you have to make a choice. You will really have to weigh down which are the possibilities and what are the options that you have. And you are going to do it. I see you speaking about it. I see you turning your attitude a little bit and saying, okay, hey, I want to clear this out. I want you to tell me the truth, or I want to tell the truth, or I want to end this situation and just move forward and give my back to this, because she's not facing this. She's facing the future. So this might be you finally breaking this situation and sailing away, as we see on the outcome card, the Six of Swords. Finally, letting this with whatever you have learned. You are living with whatever you have learned, with your endurance, with your lessons, with the good and the bad things, and just moving away from that situation because it seems to be quite toxic for you. Don't let it keep being toxic. Don't let it take the best of you. It is something that has made you stronger, maybe a little bit more tough, but it's okay. You are going to be okay. You still have it within you. You are still a sign that has a very good regenerative energy and a very positive attitude, but you are also hit quite hard by disappointment. So try to keep a balance, try to keep being rational as a Queen of Swords, and move forward to a future that will bring you better possibilities. The advice card is a gift. Don't see this situation as a punishment. It is actually a gift. It is actually something that life is giving you as an opportunity to learn. You are going to be okay after that. Also, the gift is speaking to me about that. You are going to be okay. You are going to be rewarded for your endurance. You are going to be rewarded for being patient, for holding on in there. And it's all going to be fine in the end with that card. Just try to not make this sale tougher on you than it should be. It should go smooth, it should go well. Try to keep a little bit this detachment. Think with your head, but just don't keep avoiding the situation. It's time to take action. For whoever who has watched my videos previously, I'm going to be posting them in this channel, my own channel from now on. And I'm going to be working on the tarot scopes for 2018. So if you're interested, you can always subscribe and enable the notifications so that you will receive an alert on the upcoming videos. The prices for my personal readings have been decreased so that everybody has a possibility to book a reading if you're interested in having me check any topic or area of interest that we can see together, and I can always give you my insight and some advice in regards to that. My website is under construction, so you can get the information on the types of readings I provide, and you can book them through my Facebook page, which I'm going to be listing down below. Besides the monthly tarot scopes, the 2018 tarot scope, I am going to be posting reviews, videos regarding astrological transits, a very interesting introduction to cartomancy. I am also going to be developing a tarot course that will be available on my website on the upcoming months. And on the upcoming weeks, I am going to be launching a contest in which you can win a free tarot reading made by me. So you can keep tuned on my Facebook page in order to see which are the guidelines to participate. There are going to be many interesting and exciting things coming along the way, so bear with me and leave any suggestion that you may have on the comments down below. If you like this video, you can always give it a thumbs up, share it and subscribe. And see you on the next video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Goodbye.